Okay, I have another insert mechanism for the Eileen Hull Notebook die, and just wanted to give you the page elements that I'm going to add, the center element, and the sizes that I'm going to use. I'm going to make my little reverse waterfall. This is just my piece it'll be mounted on that will go on this side, and the measurements for the waterfall are going to be, everything's going to be 3 1/4 inches wide. So as long as you just keep that in mind, 3 1/4 wide, you're going to need a piece that's 5 inches, 4 1/2 inches, 4 inches, and 3 1/2. And then score each one at 1/2 inch, so that when you layer them up, then you'll create your little waterfall effect. For this side, I'm going to do an accordion pocket similar to the ones that I put in this little book. Same thing, this is the Eileen Hull Notebook die, but instead of the pockets all being the same height like in this book, they are going to graduate in size and go from a taller pocket to a shorter pocket, and they're going to have a little box-like base, so it all looks really neat once it's mounted onto the page. And there again, here's my little flag reminding me that I have to have ribbon attached to my element before I attach it in the book. So that's the reason I put that there, because this will have ribbon will come from the top and the bottom and just tie closed with a little bow somewhere about the center area. So the measurements for the accordion pockets, all the pieces are going to be 7 inches wide. Then you're just going to cut the different heights. You're going to cut one that is 4 1/2 inches tall. You're going to cut one that's 3 1/2 inches tall, and then you're going to cut one that's 2 1/2 inches tall. All three will be scored exactly the same. They're going to be scored at 3 1/4 inches and 6 1/2 inches, so you have your 1/2 inch joining tab, and your total width when folded up will be the 3 1/4 inches, same as your waterfall width. This little piece here is going to be 1.5 inches wide, and you're going to use that same 3 1/4 measurement, but then you're going to take off about 1/16 of an inch. So it's really going to be like 3 3/16 of an inch, and that's just so that you don't have any resistance when this slides up into the pocket, so that you can hide the joining tabs and make it look more like a little box on the bottom. Then you're going to score it 1/2 inch on one side, 1/2 inch on the other, so you end up with this little piece here. And of course, angle, your corners, and then I angle the corners of the joining tabs here. Now, don't angle the corners of the joining tab here, or the hinge tabs, because they're going to be seen. These won't be, because they'll be folded up together. Then the way you are going to attach your little bottom piece is you will actually glue that into place, and I actually turn it upside down and kind of attach it like this. So once that's glued into place, then you'll fold this side over and secure it, and that's going to secure your tab up inside the back pocket. Then you'll add your middle pocket as normal. And remember, you only put adhesive on the back of the center, so that when you attach it, it gives you that give that you're going to want. Then when you go to put the front pocket on, you're basically going to do the exact same thing as you did for the back one. Glue that tab in, so that when you fold that over and glue it into place, it's going to form that little flat bottom. Then all you have to do is attach your ribbon, and then you'll mount everything into place. Now, pattern paper is going to be up to you. I'm only going to put pattern paper at the top section of these 2 pockets, and then I'll put it over the whole pocket here. Then I may or may not go back and just the front part of each of the pockets, I may do a little like circle punch out, but I won't do that until I have the pattern paper and everything on it. Then for the center, I'm going to make a 3-page insert using the passport page element piece, because this thing is just so versatile. But I don't want it sewn or mounted directly into the spine. So I cut a piece that's just a smidgen narrower than the spine so that it rests between those score lines or fold lines. So when the cover is folded up, this piece won't interfere or bind it. Then my little booklet, I'd already marked my little holes on this one, or my little booklet will then be sewn to this piece, and then this will be mounted in there. So my threads will be hidden, and the only place other threads will show will just be the threads that'll be in the center piece of the book. So that's the newest project that I designed using the Eileen Hull Notebook die. So if you want to make one, you know, you've got the measurements, give it a go. I hope to work on this one tomorrow and then show the finished book.